Hello, family. It's your boy, the Urban Sports Guru, and I just wanted to do this, hit y'all up this morning about the big news. Deontay Wilder, WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, has accepted the terms. We could finally have this super mega fight between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. We could finally have this fight. Fight I've been waiting to see. This is the fight that needs to get made. It'll happen in the U. Supposedly it's a two-fight deal. First fight in the UK, rematch here in the US. Now it's not going to the exact plan that I think that I said should happen months ago in the post. But end of the day, I just want to see this fight. I want to see this fight. Now y'all know I'm Team AJ. But the more and more I've been thinking about this, I gotta put this out there. This is reminding me of Antonio Tarver versus Roy Jones. For this reason. Anthony Joshua, who I love, has not been in there yet with someone. It seems like his whole goal as a professional is to beat him. Deontay Wilder, like, he eats, sleeps, shits the thoughts of beating Anthony Joshua. It's obvious. Eat, sleep, shits thinking about knocking out Anthony Joshua. It's like his dream as a professional is to knock out Anthony Joshua. Like, if you look at Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver had a similar situation. Jones was the man. Jones is the best fighter I've ever seen in my lifetime, to be honest with you. And his whole goal was beating Roy Jones. They both from Pensacola, if I'm not mistaken. And Antonio had his issues, and Roy was out winning world champion. So Antonio was a late bloomer. So he felt he should have been where Roy was. So when he turned pro, his whole goal was to beat Roy. And the first fight was a good fight. Lost a narrow decision. And his whole goal was to beat Roy. He didn't want to just win. He wanted to embarrass Roy. He wanted to crush Roy. And this is what I'm seeing from Deontay Wilder. He doesn't want to win it. Like, he's going to go soul for broke. It's going to be big on Anthony, the mental, for this fight. Because he's dealing with somebody who is going to try to get inside his head. See, with his big fight, the mega fight he had with Vladimir, AJ is a gentleman, Vladimir is a gentleman. We're both sportsmen. We both want this. He's obsessed, but he's not he's an introvert. He's not an extrovert kind of guy. Deontay's extroverted, especially on the topic of Anthony Joshua. This is where Anthony is going to have to really dig down deep in himself and to keep himself focused, where being a professional, not letting anger get in the way, because anger gets in the way, he'll walk into a right hand. I've said it plenty of times. Deontay got God in them hands. And that's where the challenge is going to be for me, in my opinion. Because Deontay wants to not just dethrone, he wants to embarrass him. He wants to humiliate him. It's like his only goal as a professional is to beat Anthony Joshua. I find these two young fighters to be remarkable, because when you consider these men picked up the sport at 18, 19 years old, and after 30-some fights, each of them made the Olympic team, which is, you don't see that kind of shit. That is remarkable. One winning gold, the other winning bronze. That's remarkable. I'm saying one in 2008, Deontay, the other in 2012, Anthony. I mean, this is going to be an excellent fight. I'm Team AJ. He has to master himself mentally in this fight. He is, because Deontay is coming. He's coming to snatch his heart. He ain't coming. It's like, how can I put this? There's one thing I learned from the streets and learned from prison. When you have one guy who's trying to win a fight, and you have another guy who's trying to kill you. Now, I'm not equating Deontay Wilder to Mike Tyson, but Deontay is coming with that kind of ferocity where almost just feel like he's trying to kill AJ, and AJ is trying to win a boxing match. That's where the conundrum's gonna come. And that's where AJ's gonna have to really dig deep. I think he has it because this is physicality. He's stronger. He's an inch shorter, but he's bigger and stronger. I think he's faster. He's definitely more skilled. He has more ways to win. I'm Team AJ on this one, but he's going to have to overcome that. And we're all going to see this is going to be the biggest fight in the heavyweight division since Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. Why? Vladimir was a great champion, but never completely ingratiated himself to the American fan base. So that fight that he had against AJ and all the great fights that he had over there, he was never really ingratiated to the American fan base. So for us, it wasn't those big mega fights. But for here, and we know the fight's going to be over for here, the fact that there's an American fighter involved, the biggest fight in the heavyweight division as far as the biggest landscape-wise since Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson. And I'm glad we did not have to wait. We're not going to have to wait as long for this fight as we had to wait for Lewis Tyson because of television and all that shit. We had to wait so long. We had an old washed up Mike Tyson. When me, I will go to my grave believing 88 Mike Tyson kicks the shit out of Lennox Lewis. Tell me how y'all feel about that. But Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, unification is finally happening. It's your boy, Guru. I'm out.